Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye has friends. No, really, Jeff has friends. Jeff's friends are on this podcast. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship. Jeff Dye's friendship.
Friendship.
Welcome back to Jeff Dye's Friendship Podcast. Hope you guys are enjoying the episodes. Hope you guys are having fun. Last week, our good friend Jamie Kilstein, who killed it, is very, very interesting to have him in here. We talked a lot of deeper stuff, which I appreciated. The week before that, Freddie Prinze Jr., we could have talked to that guy for 17 hours. Just scratched the surface with wrestling stories and video games and fun nerd stuff. This week, we take a different angle than deep. We take a different angle than nerd stuff. We're bringing to you a porn star. She is her porn star name is TANYA Tate, and you guys know us. We're pretty clean fellas. We're pretty appropriate guys. This episode is still fun and playful and appropriate, but it's definitely sexual. So if you're not into that sort of thing, that's all right. There's a bunch of other episodes you can watch at /Jeff Dye's Friendship Podcast, YouTube /Jeff Dye's Friendship Podcast, of a bunch of full episodes of all 60 weeks leading up to the 61st week, which is right now. Or if you want to just watch clips, go to youtube.com/Jeff Dye, where you can see little fun clips of past episodes, all my stand-up, sketches, little things like that, TV appearances. But I really liked having her in the podcast. It was very fun and playful. She's very silly. At times, hard to understand. She's got a thick British accent. I don't know what area of Britain she's from or the UK, but it is thick. And I know people from Britain that, she must be from like a specific neighborhood where that dialect is extra hard to understand at times. But she's so nice, and she talks about the business and how it works, and she talks about a lot of really cool things that I think 99% of our audience is going to really enjoy. So big thank you to her for being on the podcast. I didn't ask any boring stuff. We just had a real fun time with it. If you are listening to this, you can listen to this podcast on iTunes, Spotify, anywhere you get podcasts. You can find the Jeff Dye Friendship Podcast. And if you're subscribing to Patreon, we love you. Thank you so much. We got a whole new setup that we're doing in this room, which has cost me a lot of money. So we appreciate all the subscribers. We appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate you guys being here, but we want to make the quality of this better. So I appreciate you guys subscribing. If you want to subscribe and watch this episode, this would be a good week to do it. She's hot. Go to Patreon and just search for my name, Jeff Dye, and you can subscribe to Patreon for $10 a month. You get to watch all the episodes. You get the whole library of past episodes. You get, free tickets to all my stand-up comedy for life. And as the following grows, the perks will grow as well, as far as like gifts and live streaming and things like that. So tell your friends. They should subscribe and listen. Enjoy the episode. We had fun making it. It's week 61. Shout out to Roger Maris. It wasn't his number, but he hit 61 home runs in a season once, which was the record for a long time before steroids entered baseball. We love you guys. Enjoy. And we're in. So excited to have you on. We're going to do a little thing in the beginning that'll they're already prepped on who you are. So
okay.
we're just in it. Wrestling fan. Mom.
Do you know what? I come in my jacket as well.
You did that on purpose. You knew. No? It was just you were gonna
were
gonna wear a Ric Flair jacket anyways. Is that what you're saying, or did you have a hunch coincidence?
I love this jacket. I was gonna say we had a choice of. I was looking online when I was gonna buy it. I'm gonna look the other way now when I say this. Seriously, they had some really nice jackets, and I wanted the Becky Lynch one.
Yeah. Well, you made the right choice.
I got the Ric Flair one. They've got it in pink and they've got it in purple, but the purple was out of stock.
And there's a light blue one too.
Yeah, there's a few different colors, but I have my eye on the purple and the pink.
Yeah, because you're a lady.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Well, I'm glad that you didn't pick the Becky Lynch one. And if you did, that's great. And it'd be great if you did too. Just if you, like, it'd be kind of a strange flex to wear it into the podcast. To wear it today would be like, is she trying to send me a message? Like, is this like an FU to me?
But
Like,
I
what's
would have
that?
known. I seriously would have known.
Yeah.
because-
Why?
I mean,
How
Tony and I
could
would
you-
have laughed. We would have good fun with it.
How could she have known? She doesn't have internet in her life.
I do have internet, but I don't stalk you.
It's not about stalking. Everyone knows that about me. It'd be like me saying I didn't know you were in the adult film industry. Like, how could I have known? Tanya, how could I have known?
Yeah, you go to his Instagram page, it's already there.
You just put their name in, and then whatever comes up, comes up. You know?
I was going to come in the outfit that I was just wearing, but I decided I might have you a heart attack. But I've still got half
I want
the
you to
outfit
know. I
on.
wish
Well,
you
yeah,
would
well, now
have
let's see.
won that.
Okay.
Wait, so is the reason you were in this outfit is because you have your own radio show,
Yeah, I've just come straight from Vivid Radio.
Vivid Radio, and what's the
Yes.
name of your show?
Tanya Tate Show.
Just
It's
Tanya Tate Show.
Yeah, it's
How
just
do you
my
pick
name.
guests?
You can call. Why haven't you called me yet?
I don't know how that thing works.
Yeah, this is just roundabout way of trying to get on the show.
Okay, the number is 855-998-4843. That's 855-99-VIVID. You can call me. I'm on Vivid Radio every single week, every Tuesday, 1 p.m. West, 4 p.m. East. So I'll be expecting your call.
Oh, yeah, but how's it work? And
You
theirs
just call.
now,
You
for
just
sure.
call
too.
me
Yeah.
up.
Listeners.
Did you write that number down?
I haven't memorized. I'm good with numbers.
Yeah.
Okay,
Also,
it's-
this is being recorded. You don't really have
Yeah,
to.
that's also
Don't scramble to your pens and paper to find it.
It's
Just
on
rewind.
my Instagram. It's on my Instagram as well. So
Okay, so
and
how,
Twitter.
so how it works is you say, hey, it's me. You guys all love me. Everyone
we have
knows
a topic.
me.
We have a topic of the day, and on that morning, I'll go and post it up on my Instagram, my Twitter, and then you can go and look, and you can either make a comment online. If it's a good comment, I might read it out.
Nice.
If it's a shitty one, you've got no chance.
What
So-
percentage of inappropriate
That's what I wanna
comments
know.
do you get?
Well, considering the questions mostly inappropriate.
Right. You know what? Yeah, mostly. Here's the thing, though. And I want to get into what you wore and what the topic was. I'm interested to hear about your show. I'm in the interview business, as you can tell, and so it's very interesting. There's a parallel there. But what I'd like to know is I wish that there was a call to action for ladies, and this is all beautiful women, not just women with radio shows that do adult film stuff. You should, anytime a guy sends you a photo, an unsolicited picture of their privates, anytime they send you some corny ass like, hey, well, I know you're in a relationship and I still want to fucking fuck you like it's nobody's business. I would screenshot that. I would post it on my Instagram and be like, look at this loser. Hey, everybody, check out this loser.
Yeah.
Because then some accountability comes with it. And then with the accountability, maybe people think twice before they send a bunch of dog shit messages to women who didn't ask for it.
Do you know what? I get so many messages. Like it says I'm clearly on my Instagram. By the way, if you want to follow me at Tanya Tate on Twitter and Instagram, I've got the blue check mark, so you know it's me.
Oh, that was a brag.
Yeah.
You did that on purpose.
I don't have one.
Do you have it? Do you?
Not yet.
You
I
do.
do.
He does.
You do. You do.
Not yet. Working
Not
on
yet.
Just
Working
us,
on
Tanya. Just us. Just
Oh,
us.
hold on. He
Yeah.
wants to hold
Half the
hands.
table's cool.
Your hands, his hands sweaty, by the way.
No,
It's not
cold beer.
sweaty. No,
It's
it's
beer.
soft because I've never done hard work in my
It's
life.
That's a good point.
Can I feel it again?
Yeah, of course.
No, that's wet.
Well,
Let's rewind the tape. Let's rewind the tape.
Am I giving you sweaty palms? That was what I was asking.
It's when you started reaching for this bag of God knows what that made me. And actually, it's funny you brought that up, Tanya. Let's we'll talk about this.
We're talking
around.
about guys sending me inappropriate comments,
Yes.
and you know what? I get them all the time, so many times. And on my Instagram it says no DM, and do you know how many DMs I get?
Oh, yeah.
And it's just
Yeah.
like, and it ranges from "Will you fuck me" to "You fuck off" to
Yeah,
God,
the
that-
hatred
what- yeah, the
to the
anger.
lust.
Yeah.
It's quite a
Hate to the
spectrum.
I
lust.
saw a good move by someone I follow on Insta or Twitter or whatever, and she gets a lot of like
They all do.
messages.
If you're a beautiful woman, you get
Sure.
inappropriate
And what
stuff.
she did, whenever like it would get like super extreme, like on Facebook or whatever, she like found their family
Oh, nice.
Oh.
and then like messaged their family, like, oh, look what your son is sending me.
That's great.
Like to
Wow.
their mother.
That's great.
Yeah, it's really good.
Do you know someone once?
Ethical justice.
Yeah, that's right.
I was pregnant and I don't know how many months pregnant I was, and I had it was like a nice dress, and I went to see a show. I went to see it was in Vegas, the Michael Jackson
I think
One.
you said it was
Michael
a
Jackson
nice
One,
show.
I think is what it's called.
Are we talking about the same
wasn't a
guy?
family
That,
show.
the same guy that makes little boys pull their
It's
butt
not-
cheeks
No,
apart
it
and
was
jerk
his
off?
music. That
It's not
you mean-
really Michael Jackson.
It was his
thank God.
You guys
music.
can cover band.
It was Cirque du Soleil.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
so it was pretty neat actually. And I took a picture and I posted it up and someone wrote, "You're fat." And I was just like, do you know what? I'm
They were
like,
confused about how pregnancy works.
I was
Yeah.
pregnant, and I
I'm
do
holding all my weight in
love
one place.
when people post comments like that, and I think, why are you posting that? Because that's like really not nice.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I looked, and there he is, a picture with his wife in his wedding. So I posted a picture, like I screenshot it and I put it up, and I was like, oh, I wonder if he talks to his wife like this.
I love that.
Wow.
He was so angry.
Yeah.
And I was
Good.
just like, and
How
I'm like,
great
you
is that?
you can't say that to a woman. By the way, everyone, I'm pregnant, and this guy saying, "Are you fat?"
Right.
And I mean, I get a whole
Well,
lot worse
I think
than
that
that.
I wish that the world was like that. I wish the world was.
Called him out.
Yeah, because there's no accountability on the internet.
That's part of the problem.
So, and the internet's a good place. I don't want to say it's all trash. There's plenty of good things online, but there is this anonymity and this privacy, and so like anytime I post like a stand-up clip, it doesn't say Tanya Tate or Randy Valerio is commenting. It'll be like this moniker that it's like a profile picture of like a dog,
Yeah.
and then it says like Dragon Slayer 32, and he's like, "You suck, you're a faggot, you're not," and it's like, why does he feel the need to do that? One, but then two, he knows he can get away with it. I'm never gonna
Yeah.
find Dragon Slayer 32. I don't even know what he looks like, and
it's
so
not
it's just
important
this.
to you.
I just block it because if I was going to sit there all day and like post and retweet and comment about all these people that send angry stuff, I just think you're just sad. You need to get a life.
Right.
And I just block it all out. Like every morning, well, most mornings I go on my YouTube channel and it's family friendly and we do breakfast. So my YouTube channel is Tanya Tate Tube. Get it in there. Go and subscribe.
That's
And
dangerous, letting them into your personal
Oh,
life like
man.
that's
that.
okay because we're just sitting around a table eating breakfast and I have my son. And I have moderators, so I have fans that'll sit there, that'll moderate. And
Nice.
if someone comes in and they say something inappropriate, it'll just get deleted.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then you're like, hold on, there's a child. So I always say, if you
Yeah.
wouldn't say it in
Please
front of a
be
child,
respectful.
don't write it in front of a child. So they always get bounced out.
Good.
But we always talk about the power of positivity. It's like you come in the chat room and it's uplifting, do you know?
Sure, I agree.
And I have a whole bunch of really nice people that come in and we just chit chat. And I think it should be more like that.
Yeah.
It always amazes me.
Which
how-
I think, just to real quick, I think we're all agreeing. Tony, stop sending dick pics in the DMs to Tanya Tate.
Do you know if you do want to
That's
send
why I went down this path.
if you want to send me a dick
Sorry.
pic, I have the perfect place. Go to texttanyatate.com.
Yeah.
See the way I look at them. And on there's a lot of different options. So you can join different platforms.
What is happening? We
and
just
so you
talked
can-
about how you don't.
You can text me.
Smart. She's making a business out of it. If
I'm
you're going to send
making
me a
it
dick
a
pic, you might
place.
as well subscribe.
If you're gonna send me a dick pic, what you've got to do is just work up to it. We need to have some nice text backwards
Yes.
and forwards. Don't just
Then,
send the dick. 'cause
right, unsolicited.
Unsolicited dick pics
Yeah,
disgusting.
I agree.
And I'll tell you this.
Nobody likes looking at dicks anyway. It's
Exactly.
weird looking.
But unless
Exactly.
the guy
Mine's got a tooth in the middle of it.
Should get that checked
hold
out.
on,
man.
Two teeth.
I feel a
I
bit
have a
queasy
thumbnail
now.
on the top of the. It's very weird.
I don't want to see it.
No,
Yeah, no.
I
nobody
don't wanna
does. That's
see
my
it.
point.
Oh my
It always
god.
tears through a condom. It's awful.
All right.
The guys,
Tony's getting
are like,
bashful.
he's like TMI. I don't want to hear about it.
That's a joke,
So-
listeners.
How dare you.
My penis
you
does not have a
can,
tooth.
if you do want to have like a little dirty conversation with me,
Yeah.
there's the time and the place. So
Right.
you can call up my radio show or you can start texting me. And if I say, send me a picture of your dick, I want to see how turned on you are.
Okay.
Send it to me. But don't just send it to me on the
Right.
like
Not at
free
breakfast.
I love the
public-
brilliance of that.
Please
You
not at
put it in a
breakfast.
time and place.
No,
It's smart.
not while I'm trying to eat me breakfast.
Right.
It's like, come on, just give me a little bit of space. Let's just get naughty. Let's build it up. Like, bit of foreplay. Some
Yeah.
guys don't know what that is, but I'll
Oh, we
teach
all know
them.
what foreplay is. It's just a lot of people are selfish and they skip it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of selfish people out there. Let's get back to what you were wearing on this radio show earlier.
Okay, then. So it's still here.
Old hot Carrot Top brought her whole bag of props.
I know, right?
I have to say, this was what I was just wearing. I wore it yesterday. I've still got the knickers on.
Yeah.
But
you
I'm-
can fit your whole outfit into a Ziploc
Yeah,
bag.
for those just listening, it's
with
a sandwich
space.
bag. It's a sandwich bag with space. Like, you remember, like, and not like the big sandwich, like you had some carrots in there too, maybe apple slices. It's the small sandwich with the crust cut off. That's the kind of
Here's the
sandwich
thing.
bag she has.
Tony is at the beginning of his producing career. Tony's at the beginning of his rap career. Tony's at the beginning of a lot of this stuff. And what happens when you're at the beginning of a career? You know, funds can be low, right? And I have funds. How much of my funds would it take to get Tony to wear that outfit?
Oh my God, this is great.
At this current stage of my life, not much.
40 bucks.
Hold on a
I
minute.
can't pay my rent this month, so like
This
we
is
can,
a-
we
You're
can
wearing
work
the
it
top
out.
as a bottom.
We
That's
can work it out.
This is up for auction.
Oh, really?
Hold on. Let's step
Whoa,
back
how-
a
so
bit.
say Tony's gonna pay for this.
It's up for auction, so you could bid on it,
Yeah.
win it, and give it to him, and
Yeah.
then stick it on.
Can I ask what people do with clothes that you've worn? Women's
You
clothes?
don't want to know.
Do women bid on this? They want to wear your clothes? Or is
I
it
don't think it's
No.
women.
It's
No,
men.
it's men. I'm wearing the knickers. I didn't take them off
Right.
since
Oh, they like that.
yesterday.
They like that.
And
I
just
played
for
in it
just for me and
yesterday,
other dumb
and
listeners, what is a knicker?
Panties.
Okay.
He knows.
Come on, son.
I don't know. I thought it was a
Keep
racial
up.
slur from her country or something.
You've been to like 50 countries, man. You've been over there.
I
You
know,
He knows
but when I
what,
hear
he
the
knows.
N-word used like that,
There's a K in front of it.
It's not that. I don't.
but
use
you're saying a
those
lot of
words.
words, not how I'm used to hearing
That's
it.
right, that's
Now
right.
you're saying knicker in a way that I'm not used to hearing it, and I thought maybe
Jeff,
you're like
Jeff did not say it again. He
Yeah.
said, "What is that word? What does that
low
mean?"
key, low key racist.
Knickers.
Okay, so people want to buy
Panties.
your panties and used clothes.
Yeah, so it's a tiny. It's more like a belt, and it's like a little.
belt?
It's supposed to be a skirt. I'm holding up a
Oh,
skirt
yeah, I was gonna
right
say,
now.
that's not really a skirt.
And it's
First
got, like, a
question for
little
me:
Black sleeves.
how can I make money off of perverts?
Well,
There
Do
must
you-
be a demand for my knickers.
I'm sure there is.
Will you do stuff with other guys?
I
For
won't,
other
but if they
guys?
want to smell my underwear, if they want some underwear, I'll send them that.
That's what sells
is there
Jeff.
money
You,
in
you
that?
gotta send them pictures wearing it, doing sexy things.
Oh, no.
Oh, dude, you come off the floor and I can film you the way you did the other day.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, there you
But
go.
that wasn't very
Backside
sexy,
up in
though.
the
Oh,
air.
no, they would love
If you're in
it.
your underwear,
They
yes.
would love it, dude.
If you're in
Will
your
you have a
underwear.
banana in there, or will it be real?
No, it'll be a fake banana. What do you mean?
Fake.
Like it's got. Do you want to see the hardness?
That's what they want to see. So,
So,
I would have,
is it going to be really
All right, Tony,
hard?
how much
And
the
he's
fluff, Jeff?
filming you?
it comes.
What do you got in
It
your
comes
pocket?
with pictures. I have to send pictures too.
Yeah, you send a picture and
Is
a
that like a
certificate,
certificate
of
of
authenticity.
authenticity?
No, you send a certificate of authenticity and a picture, and you got to sign it,
They don't
and you
need a
got to say
picture.
something
Tony,
along the
Tony,
lines of
Take
enjoy
notes.
sniffing.
You're an AV guy. We'll rent an apartment. We'll set this up. You and I'll do it, bro. We're both
Yeah,
broke.
there we go. There we go.
I didn't know that there was a thing for this.
Yes.
Oh, dude, there's all sorts of weirdness out there.
Because here's the thing, I'm a man, and I think every person that listens to this has looked at porn. They have their own ways of pleasuring themselves or whatever. I didn't know that this was a certain genre of it. I didn't know
what's
that
this called?
people wanted
What's
to.
like buying dirty underwear on the internet called?
I don't know what it's called. It's just called part with your cash and buy me gear, buy me knickers. I don't.
You've got a great business sense. I'll tell you that much right now. I mean, I love that you have like channels for all this. If you want to send me dirty pictures, come here. If
Listen,
you want my underwear, come
yeah.
here.
And, do
This is great. I love it.
I have panties of the day, so if you're not really bothered what you get, as long as it's a pair of my knickers that have got a lot of things in them, then
You must
Oh,
have to
wow.
shop for underwear all the time.
Well,
I don't-
it's
I
cost
just-
plus, dude.
I
Well,
don't.
if it's
I just
every
open.
day.
I just open me drawers. I've got so much underwear from when I used to shoot.
Yeah.
I've shot tons of movies, and you used to have to just keep buying the underwear, keep buying it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you know what?
You want to get rid of it, got to move some product.
Yeah.
You know what you
Gotta
can
move
do?
it
You
all.
can start a partnership with MeUndies and take their underwear, wear it, and sell it back.
Or,
No, thank you.
here's the Jeff Dye idea.
He's like, I don't want anyone's underwear.
Here's-
No,
just my own.
MeUndies is a like a
Business.
Company.
underwear company.
Not his underwear.
Not
Oh, I was
Not my
thinking
undies.
it's his underwear.
No.
I was like, I'm not wearing
No,
your
no.
underwear.
No one
mate.
wants
That's
my
why we
undies.
brought you here. Is Randy wanted to soft pitch you on the idea of selling his underwear.
Well, because she sent me knickers, I should have known better.
Yeah.
Wait, so here's a good idea for you.
Okay, I'm
This is
listening.
literally $1,000 idea.
1,000.
Yeah, at least.
All right.
So here's what you do. Instead of selling one panties to some creep for a certain amount, no disrespect,
None taken.
They like them.
you cut up your undies into little squares, put them on Tanya Tate trading cards, right? Now each one is going to be worth way more than even the whole pair of underwear.
Yeah.
And also on the card it says got a sexy photo of you.
And let
it's
them know
got-
what piece. Like if it's the butt thong area,
You could
or
sign it,
the front,
and
the
then
front piece.
on the back it says this also smells of Tanya Tate.
Yeah, and
so
which
they're
part
taking it out of the
smells of?
case, and then it's
I
got the
love
whole
this.
thing.
I love this. This is
You
brilliant.
do it with Tom Brady's jersey all the time. You know how many guys in Boston are jerking off to that? Listen, you want to sell these relic cards that have your undies in it. Signed with Tops.
I like that
Tops
idea.
is a baseball card company.
Yeah.
You're gonna be rich,
This
more
is,
rich.
This is an ideas podcast. I don't know if
more
you've
rich.
More rich, he says.
Yeah, way more rich.
I'd like to
Dude,
be as
she's
rich
already
as
selling
you.
all of her clothes. I mean, I think she's got it cornered.
So when you're on the radio show, do you ever just dress cash, or is it always like a sexy outfit?
I can dress however I want.
I know, but what do you do? I'm asking what you choose or what you want.
The last couple of weeks, today was sexy. Last week was lacy, white lacy
So
dress.
usually it's pretty attractive. You're
Yeah,
dressing
or
attractive.
sometimes I just get the boobs out.
Really?
If I've gone to the gym, I always go to the gym in the morning. So most of the time I'm in leggings. So if it brings something, I'll put it on. But if not, I'll just keep the bottoms leggings on and just get the boobs out.
Yeah, they like that funk, dude.
And
Dude,
it's
what are
like,
the ratings for your actual breasts being out must be way higher than any other episode. So, and I'll give you this is a flashback to my life in Seattle.
Watch out.
We used to. It's so shameful. We were like in junior high school, and this was when public access TV was like channel 29. You'd go to it and be like, "What weird shit are they just putting on?" But this is before pre-internet and all that stuff. So we would just be like, "Let's see what weird." And it was always like some guy who's just bought the space and like doing some weird poetry performance. But there was a girl, and I bet I can remember her name. And she was she have a show once a week, and we would like, oh, let's find that weird hippie girl. And she was just this. She was pretty heavy gal with curly hair, probably 45 years old, which to a junior high person is like so old. Like when you're junior high, like 45 is old. Now, who gives a shit? And she would just be topless. And we weren't attracted to her. We weren't
Doesn't
into
matter.
anything she was talking about. But solely based on the fact that there was boobs on television, we were like, I think it was like Mars or Lars or something. I don't remember what her name was. But those ratings went up, and she knew that. So
Get
you
your
must
boobs
know
out.
that too. What are you doing with all the lacy underwears and stuff? Just boobs sells.
boobs does sell.
Yeah.
Pictures, like I kiss little cards.
Oh, yeah,
So you know the lipstick marks and things like
Do
that.
you autograph everything, or like there's that extra?
Yeah, well, you can't really autograph them. I mean, people have asked me, "Can you autograph it?" But I don't think it's very easy. I'll take a picture of. I'll do a selfie photo, print the photo off, and sign
Very
that
nice.
picture to them. So
What else do you sell? Like, do you sell like fluid, like things like spit? Like, I mean, would they buy anything?
Don't sell that. As a guy who's Randy's famous, you don't know Randy, but he's famously off the grid. He is so like one of the things I love about Randy is he'll say anything, he'll do anything. He's always up for a good time, any drug, any whatever. Like he's the best. He lives life to the fullest. However, someone will just like a stranger would be like, so like what's your last name? He's like, I wouldn't worry about it. Like he doesn't. He's
like it.
very private about like. One time, an Uber driver asked him like to confirm his name while they're picking us up, and Randy was like, "Don't worry." Like he just tried to get in the back. It was about to knock out an Uber driver just because the Uber driver wanted to know his name. Now he's asking you if you sell spit where DNA lives.
Good point. Good point.
You would never sell spit.
Never.
I've never sold spit.
Can we buy your spit?
If someone really offered the right price.
No,
I love Tanya.
I want
Oh
your
my God.
spit
You're my favorite person.
to sell to my listeners.
Everybody's got a price.
I want to
love
make
it.
money off my listeners. I think you give me the spit. Just as, we're friends now. It's the Jeff Tate Friendship Podcast. We'll have a little vial of Tanya Tate spit. We'll put it in the back. It'll be on the episodes.
It's like a memento.
With all the
I mean,
guests.
you could sell sweat, things like that. I was going to sell sweat once, but I didn't think they were genuine. And the price wasn't enough. So I was just like, no.
Yeah, if the price is... Because you got
was
DNA
like-
in there. You
I don't know.
wanna
What
do
is
that.
this open market for sweat? I don't even know. Like, I'm sure
How
people sell
do
it.
you collect sweat?
Well, sometimes with the knickers, they want you to go to the
Oh,
gym.
yeah. They want you to go to a soul cycle class in them.
These
Like
guys.
sweaty. and-
Please don't have your feelings hurt by all the facial expressions I'm making when you speak about your customers. I'm sure they're great guys, but just the idea. Sometimes they want you to go work out, then sell your. You know what I'm saying? Like if
Yeah,
I
they
was
wanna
a
sit on
girl,
your bike seat for $1.
every girlfriend I've ever had who's like maybe wants me to like go down or something, I'm like, yeah, go hop in the shower. We'll do whatever you like. Not
Yeah, fresh out of hot yoga.
fresh out of the gym. I'm not like, did you do the elliptical? You know, I'm not. Oh, did you get on the stair stepper? Like it's disgusting to me.
Some guys really like that smell, that scent.
Musky. Oh, foreigners.
I've shot with scenes.
Foreigners.
No, I've shot scenes with some guys. Evan Stone, he loves the natural
Don't say
scent.
his name.
He
That
don't
guy's
care.
gonna be very offended.
No, he loves it. He's like, don't wash. And I was like, what do you mean? I'm going to go and
What
freshen
you
up.
mean?
Oh, I'm going to go and freshen up in the shower. Don't wash, he says. I went, you just want me the way I am? Yeah, he said. I went, okay, I'm going to sit on your face all dirty. He went, good.
Really?
He wanted it all sweaty.
That is fascinating.
He wanted it. I was like,
Now, do you
okay.
personally like that? Or you want people to shower up?
I want them showered.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm a little too conservative or being a little too prudish?
No, because I've gone down on people and I've gone, we need to stop this scene
Yes.
and you need to get yourself
Just take
back in
care
the
of yourself.
bathroom.
My mouth is here.
Yeah, how much
No,
of that is worked out
sometimes,
before
like,
the shoot? You
it-
guys sit down and like work it out. Like, hey, this like
Yeah.
yes and no. I like you clean, I like you dirty. Like, is there like a sit down before
Well,
you
you
just?
don't
know?
really say I like you clean or dirty. You just go and clean yourself.
Okay.
Unless I would never say I want you
Well, look,
clean
I don't
or
know the
dirty.
terminology. I'm a comedian. I'm not a porn star.
They negotiate. All right, I don't like
They
being
negotiate
punched.
whether it's
I hate it when you choke me so hard and then say racial slurs. That bothers me. They're called panties on this shoot, not knickers.
I don't think you'd be too good.
I'd be
You'd
horrible.
You'd be too many do's and don'ts.
Too many variables. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have a strange writer.
Yeah.
No,
I'd
normally,
be like, her? That won't do.
normally, you know who your talent is before
Okay.
you go in, and you're very respectful, and you can have the conversation with the person beforehand. Is there anything that you don't like? Which normally means, like, don't like pinch me nipples or shove your fingers
Yeah,
up
don't
my ass
bite
or
my neck or
Or
something. Yeah.
you're going into a scene, you kind of know what's expected. But there are times when things have happened and you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Like I'm,
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
doing a
it's-
scene.
That's the business part when you have to stop. Like, all right, wait a minute. This is
And
not what I
that's-
But
signed
then
up
you have
for.
to build it into the scene where you literally get the girl by the neck and you've got her down like that. And I did it in the middle of the scene. And I thought, bitch, you better stop doing what you're doing. When you're in a scene, okay, so you can't see what's going on in the camera and you can't talk unless you're going to say stop or unless it's part of the scene, unless you're going to go, oh, touch me more gently, which means stop doing it so hard. You can
yeah,
say
yeah.
things, but when someone's
It's never
not,
like, how was your Memorial Day?
yeah, when someone's not listening to you, and then like they're trying to like turn it into a domination scene when it's supposed to be like a loving scene.
Yeah.
And like the girl's pushing you down by the back and I'm pushing back and she kept doing it. So I got her by the neck and I went, don't do that to me anymore.
Do you ever like pretend like you're
That
gonna
sounds
nip?
hot.
it's
Did you do in the
fine.
scene? That sounds hot.
Did you say it in her ear or did you
Now I
just.
said it out loud.
Nice.
Oh, I hope they left it.
And I never watched that. I never watched that scene since. And people say it's a really good scene, and I go, I actually had her by the neck in that scene. I went because she was getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
Are the
and if
girls
she-
worse than the guys? Are they more aggressive than the guys? Because I would imagine being a guy, you don't want to fuck up the golden goose, you know?
I think
It
it's
depends
unfair
on
to
the-
label the
No,
genders
it
the way you're
depends on
doing.
the person.
Oh, who's worse? Guys are good. Randy, it's very.
I know. I'm a little old school. So.
No,
Yeah.
it depends on the person.
Okay.
Like there have been some guys that have been harder, but to be fair, I was
Well,
never.
let's not judge your performance.
Okay, I was never a girl that you could beat up
Okay.
because
Yeah, right.
I'm very much
Dude,
in
I'm
control.
6'4". I'm like 200. I'd demolish you.
Would you like?
Oh, you're
some
saying-
some guys like it.
Wait, are you talking about actual beat up? I don't understand.
Some guys like things like high heels and
Oh,
their
yeah.
crotch and
Oh,
stuff.
that's-
They like to be beat up.
Can I
sometimes.
say-
That's even weirder than sniffing panties, dude. Get your
I'm
nuts stepped on
very-
by a fucking heel.
I'm
I'm not
not
doing it.
aggressive sexually, and I don't really like. Like this one guy once like bit my neck so hard,
Ouch.
and I think in my mind, oh, that I don't like that at all. It hurt a lot, like, and I just go "Huh," like I pulled back. I had a mark for a really long time, and I think in her mind she's thinking like, yeah, he must have liked that because he didn't say anything. You know what I'm saying? I didn't
Yeah.
tell her.
Yeah.
And I'm such a coward that I was like, I probably even encouraged it a little.
He's passive aggressive in the middle of
Because I'm
sex.
thinking she likes it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do any. I don't want her to not do something she's into. I'll just never have sex with her again. Like after this, it'll be the last time we ever have sex because
But he had
I
the
don't.
mark for ages.
I didn't want
Still
that.
a memory.
I heard so
dude, you're
That way I'll
professional.
never forget.
Teenagers bite each other and leave marks. You know, you can
Or
bite
like
and not leave a
a
mark.
gal would be like, "Yeah, hard," and I was like, "I don't want to."
This is my pace. I like this
I'm
pace.
enjoying.
Are
Yeah,
you-
this is supposed to be like
You're a lover.
affectionate.
Are you
Yeah.
like a lover when it comes to the bedroom?
In the bedroom, I do prefer. I'm more turned on
Passionate.
by like slow and like
Passionate.
kissing and like and like it's never like like I'm not. I don't need that.
Yeah.
And if that's what they like, then that's good. But I think they also think that's what I want. So like they're like choke me. And I was like,
Yeah, I mean,
I'd
I'm a
rather
gentle
not.
lover too.
Yeah.
I'm a gentle lover
Yeah.
too. No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not. Yeah, I was gonna say. He was waiting for me to call his bluff. Because I was just like, I don't know, maybe Randy is. I don't know what you like in there.
I can't really tell, but I could imagine you could be quite feisty.
Yeah,
But I
that's
also
what
like
he's
to have a
suggesting.
good. I also like to like laugh. Like I like to get rough, but then I also like to like have a laugh. It's like when
You
it's
just
over,
squeeze in
you know,
there, like,
you
what's
get
the
goofy
deal with
and
that?
silly.
What's the deal with that? Playing
I've got
food while
visions.
you're getting it in?
Can I just tell you what my vision of Randy is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love to hear your vision of
Randy looks
Randy.
like he just is the guy that likes to sit back like that on the chair.
I don't know.
Like,
Or just
I don't
like a
know if
prince.
that's at all.
let us like go down on me.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like going down on chicks, 100%.
No, I'm thinking you like the girl going
Oh,
down on
of
you.
course. Who doesn't?
But I
Actually,
just
Tanya, who
got
likes-
a vision. I just had a vision of him just like on that sofa, just
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
who,
Oh, I
you,
do. Yeah, I do.
Tanya,
That is
you
true.
know who likes, you know what kind of men like having women go down on them? All of them. 1,000% of the men.
Yeah.
Do you know
You
what?
seem like a guy that would enjoy a thing that all guys like.
No,
Quite
do you
elite.
know what's a really
Quite
big
elite.
fetish? I have to say, and I just had another thought about this. Do you know guys that are like really powerful and very in control of their lives and their job? During sex, they like to give up that control, and they like a powerful, hot woman to take control
Yeah,
of them.
I'm lazy in the bed too. I want her to do all the work. I'm enjoying it.
They enjoy things like being pissed on.
Like, never
and-
mind.
You know what I heard? There's like a whole kink out there of like powerful guys, like you were saying, like brokers and bankers and lawyers who like to give like their credit card numbers and their wives' phone numbers to women, and then have them like dare to extort them. They get off on that.
Oh, no.
There's a whole genre of that going on out there.
Well, I
So
will say the
strange.
porn that I find the most mind-boggling is things that are like I'll be like watching a clip, a short movie about lovemaking late at night.
Tasteful.
A tasteful
Like educational.
short film
Artistic.
about it's nice. It's about a little scene.
Yeah.
And then like I'm enjoying the girl doing what she's doing to the guy. And then all of a sudden she's like, "You've been a bad son." I was like, "I'm sorry." Do you know what I mean? Then now I have to like mute it. I'm like,
Yeah,
what was that part?
Now I'm thinking about my
And
mom.
then she's like, yeah, right. And then she's like, your dad never has sexed me like this. I'm like, wait, what is happening? I was enjoying everything that was happening until this part.
Yeah.
Well, I used to direct movies.
Yikes.
I've not shot any movies or directed any movies for quite a while. You know, my fans know I had a baby, so I kind of put a hold on that kind of side. But
Just to be a mom. I'm just kidding.
All right. That kid has to go to college someday.
We have needs too, Tanya. We have needs too.
But I used to direct a lot of my series was Tanya Tate's Lesbian Family Affairs.
Okay.
Great series.
So
Great name.
it was-
Lesbian Family Affairs.
Yeah, we got from 1 to 5, and I would have kept going. Only I stopped shooting. But yeah, it was all about the mums, the aunties, the
Yeah, very
sisters, the
weird.
daughters.
Or like,
and there's
yeah,
a
like,
massive fetish for it.
it's crazy.
Massive. Absolutely massive. And I would get a lot of guys that would call me up and want to do like role play, like the son mum role plays.
That is so crazy.
It was a massive fetish.
Because the thing is, like, when the term MILF was coined on like a comedy from like the early 2000s called
American
American Pie. Yeah, a movie punchline became like a real thing. In fact, you're a 12-time MILF award winner.
Oh, you did read your notes?
Yeah, but when I think of MILF, I think that it's a woman. I'm not interested in a girl. Like, there's not that hot for me. Like when she's like looks young, and that varies. A lot of people might be into that. I like a woman. So when I type in MILF, I know it's going to be a woman. I don't think it's actually the mom blowing the son. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. That's very uncomfortable.
The incest part makes it weird.
Yeah, that's the same as now. Like everyone getting called daddy these days.
Yeah,
that is a big thing.
So someone just was on my show then, and I saw the name, and the name said Daddy, and so I picked up the phone and I went, "Okay, is your name Daddy?" And he went, "No." He said, "I just come up with it." And I went, "Okay." I said, because I'm like old, and I said, the last time I called someone Daddy in a movie, they were about 70, right? And so I said, "Are you about 70?" And he went, "Oh no." He said, "I don't want to be called Daddy then."
yeah, it's not hot.
So I called him D instead.
Yeah.
I said,
So weird.
"I'll call you D." I said, "I'll call you Big D." I said,
Big D.
And he was very happy with that.
Yeah,
I bet he was.
of course. Yeah, it was
Especially the way you said it.
shocking.
Big D.
So another thing that I asked my fans like what they would want to hear, and I'll give you a little preface because we've talked about it before. I don't know if we've talked about it publicly, like on the podcast, but you definitely wouldn't know this. We've had one person who was in the adult industry on an episode, and in my personal opinion, it was a nightmare because she's very sweet and she's very nice, but there's something, and I'm generalizing here, in all the porn stars I've ever met, and you actually have not, this hasn't happened yet, except there was a little flare-up that happened somewhat.
Oh.
Yeah, what you did it earlier when I said something and he kind of like defended. Earlier.
We're all
He's
waiting.
getting to it.
It's
He's getting
like,
to it.
come on, get
But what I'm saying is that I don't know what it is about that girls that they're in a business where you get to see them have sex and you get to see this side of them that makes them. Society's so hard on that they're very defensive about it. You know, like, so like everything is like, well, why? I don't care. It's sex. We all have sex. And they're very like, kind of like defensive, preemptively defensive.
I'm not quite like that.
Yeah, you haven't been like that at all.
I'm not really.
And that's why that episode was so hard, is because if we would try to ask something, she would make us sound stupid
Yeah,
for asking.
we didn't know what to talk about.
Yeah.
At that point, we're just like,
So like it was,
That's your
she was
credit.
very...
That's your credit. So I don't know what,
Right, like
Yeah.
easily offended while also being like, what? It's just sex. Like I suck a dick. I suck a dick. I fucking suck. And then like, okay. So how do you determine? And it's like, that's rude. Like it was like very hard to know what you're allowed to talk about and what you're not allowed to talk about. It's just very strange.
yeah.
I'm quite easygoing. I always think as long as someone's respectful towards you, you know,
Yeah.
and you're not asking me like really stupid questions.
Well, that's arguable.
I mean, I said some pretty dumb shit,
Stupid,
and we've
yeah.
only like 20 minutes into this. So.
Yeah. What do you mean by stupid?
Okay.
But most of my fans were pretty naive about porn, so they were asking, like, all the questions were all from that side of the camera, like what we don't see. How long do
Which was
shoots
shocking.
take?
Have
all
you
the
got
things.
a list of questions?
We could read them, but the gist was kind of like what Randy was saying earlier. Do you sit down with the person and say what you do? That's a very interesting thing for
yeah.
our listeners because
Yeah,
we don't
we
really
do.
know that. They're kind of, a lot of the questions were like, you know, what's the shortest? What's the longest? What's the craziest thing that's ever happened when you're filming? Like those kind of things. Are you guys all friends with each other?
Oh my God, loads of questions. Okay, shortest.
I know it might not be interesting
shortest-
because you get these questions
You
so
can avoid
often.
them.
Yeah,
but
no,
my
you
listeners
fired
need
some
that.
at me. Let me try and answer some of them.
Sure.
Okay, so the shortest time you'd ever do is probably the length of time you'd see on the scene.
Okay.
So a lot of scenes you go in, so you get set up, you'll sit down, the director will probably say what he or she is expecting of you, and you sit down with the other person, you'd be like, you know, make sure that you're both on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't like this or I don't like that, so don't do this to me. So you kind of like go
Could you
through
be the
some
most conservative porn star in the world where you're like, listen, I don't do oral.
Mish only.
I'd rather not have sex. I'm happy
don't think they
to
get
use my
past-
hand. I'm not going to put anything on it. Do you see what I'm saying? That's my boundaries, and I'm welcome to hear what your boundaries are as well.
You wouldn't even get through the scene. You wouldn't even start the scene with you. You'd
Pretty
be
much
like,
starts at anal these days, Jeff.
Please, please don't kiss me on the
turn
lips
over. You
or
could-
the neck.
They could do one of those, you know, through like the little hole in the toilet
Oh,
where
yeah.
you could just
Oh, little
stick
peepers?
something.
Oh, the glory hole.
Stick
Glory hole,
something
yeah, the
through
glory
there.
hole. You just have to do the glory hole one. You wouldn't really know what was going on. Then
That'd
you
be
couldn't
great.
complain.
Yeah, I'd be like, this guy's fantastic.
Love the beard.
Is it a girl or a guy? You wouldn't even know.
Sorry, so you sit down, the director, let's say it's a Michael Bay type, he comes up to you and says, all right, I'm really picturing a lot of action.
Explosions.
A lot of explosions.
CGI everywhere.
Does any of your body have any like mechanisms or things that would be...
So it might be a story based. It might be very strict with the lines, the dialogue. It might just be, oh, by the way, you just fucking, or you walk in the room, do this, and you start. And then some directors will want you to be like, okay, we want you in this position for this many minutes, and I'll say switch. Then I'll get the softcore. The softcore meaning they'll get the angle where they can't really see the insertion.
Right.
So maybe they'll have two cameras going. One's getting the all the action, the whole shot, and one of them's getting like the side of your face moving.
Right. Something more intimate.
Yeah. So it depends. And then so some directors will just say, just go for it, just do whatever you want to do, and we'll capture it.
Oh, that's great.
So
that doesn't sound like work.
they were always
Like
good
improv,
scenes.
yeah.
They were always good scenes.
Because you're just doing what you'd like.
And then sometimes like the camera would stop, but you just be like, oh fuck it, just carry on. Just carry on. So
nice.
if you really
That's
like
the
this,
hottest thing I've ever heard in my life.
just carry on.
Wait, so they'll
You didn't know
stop
that?
filming, you'll be like, yeah, but I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Just carry on.
You see, those should be marketed separately. Like this was shot,
This
fucking
is-
one. This is legit.
This is overtime.
I mean, they do like a lot of BTS, behind the scenes
Oh yeah, yeah.
kind of
No, but I'm
stuff. So
talking
that'll
about.
capture.
They should label it as we didn't cut once. They just fucked and we filmed it. Like
Right.
this is
I'm
pure
sure-
two people into
Yeah,
it.
I
I'm
want
sure
them
No
to
one's
be
faking
enjoying
an
themselves.
orgasm
I think
here. Like
that's
this is the
hot.
real deal.
Wow, that's so fascinating.
And then the director will tell the
Why'd you say it
guy
like
when
that?
to
I
come.
don't know.
he looked at like 1,000 miles stare too.
Fascinating.
I was thinking about something else. That's really interesting.
As a guy, you've got to be told when to come, and then you have to come on demand, and you have to come where the director is asking.
That's a
Oh,
lot
so
of-
they're really
that's-
so
that's
the
a lot
guys
of
are doing a lot
pressure.
of the work here, huh?
That's a lot of pressure.
This sounds like a
Lot of
sexist
pressure.
thing.
I couldn't do that.
Yeah,
yeah, well,
and then,
when it's time
and
to
then
go,
you've
it's
got
time
a
to
whole
go.
load of dudes with cameras and mics and lights, and they're all going, waiting for you to like pop.
Yeah.
Do they-
And then it's like,
I heard they do that first sometimes, and and they do the scene after the fact. 'Cause it's-
not with my scenes, he didn't.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No, because then how are they going to get it in you?
Oh no, they throw a nut, wait a few minutes, and then they do the fucking afterward.
Do you mean
Look
on
at
the
her face.
pictures? I was just
She's
like,
looking at him
"What?"
like,
I'm like,
who
what?
have
They
you
cut-
been
they
talking
cut
to?
first.
No, someone mentioned that to me once. Like that kind of makes sense. Like guys can go again. You do
Oh,
the
no.
pop shot, then they set up for the second scene, then you go.
normally
Okay.
like that, because the second pop shot is, if they can do it, it's always very weak compared to the first. So I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the pictures. So
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of the time they'll do like a set of photos beforehand. So we'll go through everything, all the different positions maybe. And then right at the end, it might be like a facial or a
And
boob
it's just
shot.
fake.
And it's just fake.
Yeah,
That's
gotcha.
not real.
There you go.
That's the
Gotcha.
shot that you're thinking of. But
Yeah.
then when it comes to the camera, that should be real.
It's real to me, damn it.
And there have been times, not I don't think on my set, not on my set, but on other sets there have been times when the guy just can't come, so they have to get a stunt cock, and the
How
stunt
in-
cock
A
just
stunt
has
cock?
to like
What's a stunt
load
cock?
the load.
Is
Some
that
of
guy
them-
really
some of them-
humiliated when he can't?
Probably. I don't think he'd probably last very long.
Who's the stunt cock? This is the whole
Just
thing.
anyone holding a boom mic or anything like
Stunt
that.
cock guy?
Like, hey, we need a dick in here.
Does every male actor have a stunt cock actor?
What? And
It's
you know
like
where?
his brother. He's got a similar cock.
You know where that term is coined from? It's from Orgasmo with Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
great film.
Stunt cock. But guaranteed.
So-
the
sometimes-
genesis of that title is guaranteed from that movie.
Sometimes what they've done is literally phoned up another male talent or texted him and like, you better get over
Want to
here.
make a quick $20?
However much they're going to pay him, they're like, just come over. We just need you to come on the girl's face.
How do I get
And-
that job?
I was just going to say, can I give you my number? And when these highly unlikely scenarios happen,
Because your face is never on. You're just blowing loads.
no,
and
you're
leaving.
just like the Trevor Hoffman of porn. You just come in,
You're the Robert Ory.
you
What
finish.
Mariano Rivera, you play Enter Sandman
Robert
as you
Ory had
walk
to start. I'm talking about, like a closer.
Yeah.
It's Enter Sandman.
Yeah, I'm the Fernando Valenzuela
They play that on the way.
of the Sherman Oaks porn industry.
But
That's
you
fascinating.
can get you practicing in.
Yeah.
I can give you some tips.
Yeah, but
I-
I'd love to hear
okay.
that.
Fans love him.
Okay, Tanya Tate flashlight.
Yeah. Well, that's a weird one.
Well, it's getting you
How accurate is it?
practicing.
No, I mean, I would love to. I'm yes, that sounds like a fantastic idea, but it's a weird thing to sell and things. You know, like
If you want to fuck me, buy my
People are
fleshlight.
like, what's a fleshlight? Okay, fleshlight is a man's masturbator toy. It's made from a mold of my pussy.
right. But how do we know?
Because my legs were spread. There's video of me spreading
Oh.
my legs and getting like, it's like plaster of Paris. They stick it all down. But it only
night.
goes
That's
on the
even comfortable.
outside. It goes
Yeah,
on
it's
the
only
outside.
the outside.
Yeah. The inside, I have a lotus, which is like, that's the style. And then they brought out my new signature sleeve, which is called Royal. So you
very
can
regal.
have,
How much does
Yes.
a mold of your pussy sell for, Tanya Tate?
well, you can get a wank package from me for $100.
Oh, like a package.
A wank package. So
That
you
is
get,
aggressive.
you get a flashlight.
She's a businesswoman.
You get a DVD. You get signed
Can you
pictures.
be my manager?
Signed
I mean, this is
like
incredible. I didn't know you could sell this much shit.
Wait, the wank package has a signed picture.
Yeah, I'll sign a picture. And
That's
you can,
hardly
you
has to
can,
do with
For
wanking.
$1,000, she'll spit in a tube for you.
All a combo. It's a combo. You're looking at the picture while you're using
It's
the
a merch deal.
flashlight.
And I'm not gonna be looking at
Don't
pictures.
think he'll sue you,
matches.
Jeff. It's
I'm
not.
sorry?
It's not really for you.
Why would you say that?
It's not for you.
That's
I think-
that's unfair.
It's for me and Tony.
I can't afford that. $100? I didn't eat this week.
I'm off
What are you
camera.
talking about?
Audience might think I'm a gargoyle. It's definitely for me then.
I didn't know this was a thing. A
Go
wank
by his
package.
face. He's like, I don't want that. I just want the real thing.
Well, that's the thing. Is it seems fantastic, but it's all on the premise of if you can't outsource it, you know. Wouldn't you
Well,
rather just have sex with someone?
Well, sometimes guys aren't able to have sex with someone for whatever. Could be a million
And definitely not her.
reasons.
I mean,
man.
like,
Wait, so
know?
what percentage of married men get this wank package?
I bet you
I
a lot,
wonder.
dude.
What?
I-
But if you had to guess, like 90%?
I don't know because it'd be quite hard to get
Yeah,
it to the
you
house.
can't ask that kind of question and stuff.
You know, and they never tell you if they're married or not. I mean, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I
A lot of
am.
discretion in that business, you know.
But I have to tell you, I do have a guy who was texting me before while I was driving, and I couldn't text him back. And I know he's married.
Don't text and drive.
No, I didn't. I know he's married. Just like some of the things he says, like he's mentioned his wife, and I think, well, you didn't need to say it. So but he texts me so many times.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Very
like,
needy.
No, not very needy. He's just very horny.
Okay.
Is it needy, horny? Is that the same
Yeah, it could
thing?
be the same thing. You could be sexually needy, which is the term horny.
Yeah.
He comes up with all these scenarios. Like really, he tells me all these stories that he's going to do with me.
Oh my
It's-
Are
god.
they good?
Yeah. And I think I should write some of these down.
You should.
Yeah.
I
know.
mean, maybe we should keep this part out because now you're going to make money off of his stories.
Right.
And then he's going to be like, hey, I told you that in text.
He'd be like, I know where that
Yeah.
scenario came from.
Yeah, you can sell a book.
Right.
I got a question for you, and I've been thinking about this for a while. And stop if you heard it.
Oh, boy.
But, I know, right?
Also, don't say stop me if you've heard it. She's heard everything.
Yeah.
Well, no, but no, because look,
She's a radio show where she
Fair enough.
encourages dick pics and people to talk.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Filthy.
Fair enough. So this might be not as original as I thought.
Yeah.
But like, you know, it's weird that, you know, the moment you start doing comedy the first time, they just call you a comedian. Do you take like, because you are an actual star in the adult
yeah.
industry, do you get annoyed that like just any woman who just starts doing porn just calls himself a porn star? Is there some other?
Can't all be stars.
That's what I'm saying. You know, like there's a lot of actors, but not a lot of stars. You know?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, the little things don't really annoy me. It's like, whatever, you're making your money. Yeah, okay. I'm just like,
That's that British, you know?
That's that Tanya Tate making my paper. I don't give a shit what you're doing
Right.
attitude. I love it.
I'm
I
just
love it.
like, okay, do you need a publicist? Now we're talking.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Okay,
That's
so,
where you step in and you
So
talk
who
about
do you
your
rep?
other business.
Who are your people?
and I'm trying to go in alphabetical order. Angela White, Alexis Fox, Cindy Starfall, Christiana Sin, my goodness, Gillian Jansen, Kelly Cabana, Kenzie Taylor. Did I miss anybody out? Ember Snow.
All right, pause. How many of those names did you recognize, Randy?
Probably about a third of them.
A third?
Hmm.
What is that?
I mean, the first one you mentioned, I recall.
Okay, Tony, how many of those names did you recognize?
The third is what did you mention? Like a half? It's like 8.
There's some big names in like
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know,
Quite a stable.
yeah.
Stable.
Stable.
I don't know what you call it. It's not a harem. You're not having sex with them.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Quite a lineup, quite a roster, quite a collection.
Yeah.
You can't use that term, and they'd be like, "What? I just guessed a term."
I don't want to say like your harem. Like that was the first one the kids about.
Right now, you picked the worst one.
Yeah.
I'm saying, there's so many-
Don't justify your answer by giving us a worse one.
Bad.
Yeah.
It's like
it's very funny.
So I do. So other adult talent come to me and my company, Star Factory PR,
Right.
and they say, we would like representation in terms of publicity. So we help get them interviews, write press releases, help build up their brand and promote them online.
That's beautiful. It's great, and they need that, right? A lot of these girls don't know how to run business and stuff.
Yeah, some do. So a lot don't.
I think most people in the adult film industry really pride themselves on how, I'm getting paid. But I think it's also like a lot of bravado. They're saying that so you wouldn't judge them. They're like, trust me.
It's worth
I'm
it.
making money. I made $400,000 last night. And you're like, one, you're lying. Two, you don't have to you don't have to do this. You can, you don't
You
have
also
to
just enjoy your job. I mean, I'm sure some people are just like,
say that.
hey, I like having sex on camera for money. It seems like a pretty decent
do
job.
what I do, and
Yeah.
who gives a shit? Yeah,
And some of them, that's what they like doing, is just concentrating on their job that they have to do, and then have somebody else, help promote
Yeah.
them. I mean, they still have to work. They still have to answer the interviews and attend interviews.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I very rarely do an interview.
Oh,
Really?
thank you.
People always ask me, I'm like, too busy.
Yeah.
Too busy.
We got you.
You got me?
We're here.
I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
the last time
Well,
I've
I'm
done an
very
interview
flattered.
was probably 6 months ago.
Really?
I'm like the
Well, I'm
worst.
flattered
Wow.
you're here. Yeah, we're excited to have you on. Just by the response I got on what we should ask you, I was like, people are definitely they want to know this stuff. We have a question that we ask all of our guests, and it's really important, and we've been meaning to ask you since the second I saw you. What happens when we die?
Oh my goodness. That's a really personal question, isn't it?
I don't know. I just want to know what happens when I die. Can you tell me?
I don't know, because I've never died and come back to life.
None of us know, from experience, but I don't know what happens.
It's true.
What do you think happens? What do you hope happens?
It's like, what do I hope happens is that all my relatives come and meet me and take me in on a lovely little spirit, and I go to a very nice place, peaceful place.
How do you?
And there's God,
Oh, and God's there.
hopefully,
Yeah.
looking after us. I don't want to end up in hell. I
Right.
don't think I'm going to end up in hell.
Okay.
I do go
Why
to
would you? Yeah.
some people would think she's going to burn in hell because of the job that I do, but I don't. I'm not going to burn in hell.
Jesus hung out with hookers. I don't know what, that's the most ridiculous.
Mary Magdalene.
Yeah, it's like, I don't get
Just like-
You talk about that all the time, dude.
And then they went into the city and destroyed the city, but the prostitutes was helping them, so they saved the prostitutes. That's in some of the Bible. That's what it says. But as long as I'm not harming anybody, and I do go to church every week.
You're certainly not
I
doing that.
wasn't asking if you're gonna get into
I think the
heaven.
whole world knows you're not harming anybody.
I was
It's
asking.
all 100% consensual.
I'm bringing joy,
Lots of joy.
a lot of
Handfuls
joy
of
to
it.
people,
Yeah,
in
I
a
agree.
consensual kind of way.
Yeah. Handfuls.
And some people will eat the handfuls.
That's right. That's true. That's a fact, Jack. Yeah, that sounds
What do you
nice.
think? What do you think happens?
I've been thinking about it a lot. I think that whatever your best life is here on Earth is what it's like there. So sometimes I'm thinking, am I already dead? Is this just heaven? Sincerely, because up there, I feel like all things will be good, but then just a little bit better. So you'll have a dog, but it won't poop or nothing, and you get to play with
It'll
it.
never die.
It doesn't shed, it doesn't bite nobody, it doesn't try to attack, and you'll have all the things you wanted, and all the food you wanted, and all your favorite people are there, and nobody's too busy for you, and all the heroes are your friends, and all the girls in your life aren't fighting with each other or you or flipping you shit. We all love each other. It's just
I
love.
just think it'd be very peaceful.
Yeah, it's gonna be peaceful.
Very peaceful.
Well, it's a good answer. Who did we ask last? Who was the last one I asked?
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Oh God, what did he say? I love that episode.
It's on the last episode.
Oh, it is. I didn't get there yet. All right,
Gonna have
let me
to
save
listen
it.
to it.
He needs
Yeah.
to listen to it.
But that's I think it's a fun question to ask people because selfishly I want to know what happens when we die. All right, so you gave on a list. You gave me 75,000 social media things and websites and all this different stuff. What would you like to promote? What would you like the people to? I'm sure all of it, but like, what do you want to pitch? What do you want to plug?
What I haven't already plugged. Oh my God.
I know, but just as a quick,
Just run down again.
You better make sure that you're following me on Instagram.
Well, don't threaten the people, I think.
They might like it. They might like it.
You better.
As delightful as you are, they'll follow you without the threats.
They
Trust
might
me.
like it.
He's like.
Good point, Tony.
They might
This
like
is your
it.
opportunity. Well, you
Well,
better.
we've just been talking
Well, she's going to
about.
come and strangle you with your own
Hold
belt.
on. What is it?
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Twitter.
Oh
Okay.
God, I'm feeling a bit hot now. Can I take this jacket off?
Yeah, we would
Just
actually
be like-
prefer that, yeah. All right. Go ahead and pitch these creeps.
Hold on a minute.
A lot of my listeners,
They're so nice.
you're going to get, maybe people buy a lot of stuff because a lot of my listeners are perverts. So
Well, I like them being perverts. Hold on, let me.
they're all good.
There you go.
all
I don't
falling
think you
off
guys are
and everything.
perverts. I love you guys.
Well, they know I was joking, Tony.
Do that? Didn't seem like a
No, they
joke to me.
don't. No, they don't.
I listen, I'm a pervert.
So I'm gonna start off very nicely.
There we
Do I
go.
There we
start
go,
off
yeah.
Nicely?
You
if
can.
you would like to follow
Yeah, there you go.
me, you can get me on my Twitter and Instagram at Tanya Tate. Facebook, real Tanya Tate.
I just
He's
followed.
following me. Are you
I just-
following me?
yeah, I just
Oh my
followed.
God,
Tony.
I've got
I
to
just
follow you
followed.
back.
Well, if that's what we're doing.
Ooh. He's like, I need to follow back.
Yeah, and if
Yeah.
you're, if you're
I need
married,
to show off later, so I need to be like, yeah, look who's
if you're a
following.
married person and you're like maybe nervous about following a porn star, stop letting your wife see your Twitter. Keep going.
Put it on private.
Yeah, relax.
there you go.
Or
Block your wife.
Create a fake account that she doesn't know about.
Yeah,
That always works.
She got to
Get
marry
a burner
you. What's
phone.
she mad about who you're following? Relax, lady. All right.
Go to textanyatate.com if you really want to get to talk to me, call me, swap pictures, send me your dick pics there. And you can also video chat with me on there. And if you want to get to feel what I'm like inside, you really want to fuck me, you can fuck Tanya.com.
great.
Oh God,
Now
yes,
I'm
you
hard.
Really
table
want
just
to
went
get
up 3 inches.
inside me. Why is this table moving? It's rattling around. here.
Unbelievable.
Something's moving. Yes. My brand new videos are on collide.com/Tanya Tate, 5-minute solo ones. I was nearly going to do one in your bathroom, actually. Can
Solo,
I
yeah.
do one before I leave?
Absolutely. There's GoPros everywhere, just so you know.
That's how we do it.
he's like, yeah, it's all right. There's
I'm
no
not-
one in here.
Yeah.
And he's
Not
like with
a
his
dummy.
camera.
Yeah. Not some sort of dummy.
I think it took us so long to set up. Like, all right, we got to be ready, just in case. She asks.
Every inch of this house.
Oh my goodness. And if you want to get my worn clothes, the knickers that I'm wearing today, the sexy little outfits that I put on, you can go to my sexy auctions. He's pointing to you.
No, I'm pointing to the clothing.
Oh,
I don't need to buy it. I can take it off that table.
it's like my
Actually,
sexy
keep it away from Randy.
auctions
Yeah, don't trust this guy.
.com.
Your
It
customers
only
are going to
did
buy
me.
that for a lot of money, and they're going to, why does it smell like cool water? It's because
Why
Randy,
does it smell like a guy named Randy?
it's used twice.
They've been used by me quite a number of
Yeah?
times. Yeah, and I
Lovely.
didn't wash them. No, I don't wash the clothes before I send them out.
Yeah, why would you?
Don't just.
Yeah.
I had
You want
perfume in
that-
them once, and
that
someone
heat.
complained.
Really?
So, don't want to smell your perfume, they said.
Yeah, get out of here.
He wanted to smell your real.
Why did you
scent.
have perfume on it? Just because you were wearing it?
Yeah,
you splashed
I
perfume on
wanna
it.
smell what you
had
actually smell like, not what-
perfume on it.
Yeah.
I probably had perfume on my wrist or whatever
Yeah.
it was.
And
they
then
were
they
like, it's-
complained like a bad Yelp review.
Yeah.
I tried to buy Tanya Tate's dirty underwear,
Yeah.
and it smelled like
It
perfume.
smelled
Yeah.
delicious.
What's the
I
oddest
didn't want it
article
to
of
smell-
clothing you sold? Have you sold someone like a clog or a croc or something like that? Like,
Yeah,
here's
what
my
is-
sweaty
I've
croc.
sold
A gym
shoes.
sock?
Socks, yeah, I do sell socks. Sweaty worn socks of the day.
Well, feet fetish and stuff.
I
like
guess,
that.
yeah.
Shoes. What else?
I
was
bet that
there?
jacket will go for some money now that it's been
I'm
on the
not
podcast.
selling this. I like it.
Yeah,
There you
right.
go.
Ric
That's not
Flair.
up for sale.
No, that's a baller ass jacket.
Me, Ric Flair. I do like to watch a little bit of wrestling, so it's like
Wait, what was I going to ask about that? Oh yeah, what is the rate spectrum? So like, what's the cheapest something you've sold, and what's the most expensive you've got?
I mean, you can buy like a selfie from me at like $15.
Okay, so that's the
Um,
cheaper end.
Yeah, probably the cheaper end, or an 8x10 is like $15.
Okay.
And like I've sold shoes, underwear for anything up to $1,000.
$1,000.
Yeah, I would say what's like the most used pair of underwear you got going, and where can I find it?
Go online.
My sexy
Nobody's ever gotten to
options-
ask her personally.
Oh, sorry.
My
I just
sexy
wanted you to
options-
promote your thing again for the fans. For the fans.
I mean, they get very, very well worn before I
good.
send them out, and then they go straight into baggies, and then
Baggies.
I'll get it back out and just give it a little once rub over just before
Yeah.
I ship it off.
That's very
as
thoughtful
well.
of you.
They must
Yeah.
hate that at the post office.
Well, I have
Right
to
before you're shipping it, you just go like this and then close it up, tape it. The next one.
I have to
The once
say,
over.
there are guys at the post office, and I'm sure one of them recognized me, and he would always talk to me. And then so he said, "So what are you sending?" And it was a fleshlight, and I said a fleshlight, and he went, "Oh, what's one of them?" And then when I said it,
what's
and then
one
when
of
I
them?
said it, and then next minute he was talking to me like he knew all about it.
Yeah.
So then I had to tell his mate who it was, and his mate was like, so every time I go in, his mate's like, and I go, these say they're pants. I say to him, just write down pants, and he says, okay, like
Those
that.
guys have been stealing the mail for months.
Yeah. No
You're
one's
getting
getting
all
their
sorts of
packages.
complaints on your website. Like, my shit ain't getting to me.
No one's getting their
They're
packages.
just called pants and a top. And so I won't put bra and knickers on the outside. Sometimes
Well, if you
on the
put knickers, they
customs
might not send
forms,
it.
they probably won't know what that is actually. If I put bra and panties, someone might open and take it. So
Yeah.
I always just write like pants and top.
Yeah, she's
You
like,
know?
she's sending a ton of scarves this year.
All right.
A lot of scarves
I just
going
have
out.
to
A
write
lot of winter
something
hats
else
going
on
out
it.
the door. I don't know what
That's
that is.
interesting
And
what you
hope
just said.
the post office never open it up.
They won't.
Oh, some
And
of
you
them, I'm
need,
sure
you
they
need
got
code
into.
words for all of them. So instead of top, it's like dreidel.
Yeah.
So it's like
Something
a secret
nice,
code word.
yeah.
Yeah.
Something nice that nobody mails that often.
Yeah.
Wait, so how often do you get recognized? It's an interesting.
No. I mean, I don't go everywhere, and people are like, "Oh, it's Tanya Tate." But I mean, I've been recognized a few times, like on the train station.
Because when someone comes up to you and says, "Oh my god, I'm like a huge fan," what they're saying is like, "I'm so sexually into you." That's what they're saying.
yeah, there's
It's not like my comedy.
That is a weird thing.
When
Hey, you're
someone
funny. It's
says
like,
like,
hey,
"Oh, I love
I'm-
your stuff," I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man." But like if I was with you and we were like at like a lunch together, and then some guy comes up, is like, I'm a huge fan." I'd be like, "Hey, man, like, come on."
That definitely means he's rubbed one out.
I
Yeah.
like your work.
That must be crazy
You wanna
how many
eat
people
rocks?
masturbate to the thought of you.
Yeah. We're trying to have a nice lunch here. You're gonna fucking beat this feet down the street.
I've been in a shop like I went in this men's clothes shop, and they were picking up a suit to be going to someone's wedding, and the fella that worked there, he's all like over
Yeah.
like the hanging off the
Yeah.
little clothes rack. Ooh, I like your work. He was like Mr. Smooth.
I like your work.
And then,
What'd you say?
I was like, I went, which work? And he went, that work. And I went, right.
That work.
Nice move. Because it is that work. The oldest.
And what was in your brain and your heart? Like, what were you thinking about that approach? We're like, oh, he's sweet. Or were you thinking like, oh God, this guy again? Like, what goes through your brain when someone does that?
I was fine. If someone come up and was like really inappropriate or really disrespectful,
Right.
I'd just be like, dude, move. Like I've had times like San Diego Comic-Con. I've been to a lot of Comic-Cons, and so you're coming out and your feet are killing. You've been wearing high heels all day. You're standing there, you're waiting for your Uber, and your Uber's turned on you and gone pick someone else up. And
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, now like I'm standing there and I'm thinking, so I'm getting all annoyed because like I've just got off the phone with this Uber driver, and I'm like, you're not even got me in your car, but you've ticked the button, you've picked me up, and I
Right.
see you're not even here. And he was like the other side somewhere, and then some like. I don't know whether it was a fan or what.
This is a really specific.
He come up to me and he's like, can I have a picture? And I'm like, no, my Uber's just cancelled. Like I'm all like really angry.
You're frazzled.
And then he's like, but can I have a picture? I'm like, no. Like my Uber's just cancelled. And I'm like, because I've just like got off the phone, so I'm all angry. And he was going on, and someone was with, he's like, dude, she's not going to take a picture with you. And he was like, oh. And I was just like, is he for real? I wanted to tell him to fuck off.
Yeah.
But I wasn't that honorable, but I was just like, you can't do that.
Right, it's not
You
how it
can't-
works.
Like you go up to someone and they say no because
Who's- yeah,
I'm having
just
a bit
keep
of
asking.
I'm
It's
having a
good
little bit of
strategy.
a freak out because I'm all angry because the Uber driver's just left
Right.
me and I'm telling him I'm all angry at him.
I imagine that stuff happens all the time. Like one time I saw a porn star and she's just like at the cafe. So I went up to her and I just started like jerking off, just like right there, right?
You know, let him know he's a fan.
Surprised he didn't lock you up.
Yeah, and everyone at the cafe was
Imagine how
really
awkward it was for me.
Yeah, Tony was
there
with me.
him. I
Tony
was
was
like,
with
what
me.
are you doing?
But everyone at the cafe was like, "Oh, why would he do that? That's so disrespectful." And the porn star, she didn't mind.
Yeah. She's like, I'm flattered.
real
She was
pro.
flattered.
Thanks.
Yeah, she was
Real
flattered.
pro.
Real pro. She was flattered.
She's probably like, hold on, let me just get my camera out and I'll film it for me candid.
She didn't do that. I wish she would have.
I
Poor
would have.
business sense.
I would have. If I had saw that, some guy jerking off, I would have gone, hold on, get my phone out and I'd be like, oh, this is one of my videos and I'd put you up. And
Really?
I'd be charging people
Make
to
money.
watch.
Make money.
Smart.
Smart.
Yeah,
Businesswoman. That's
She's
what
gonna
I
be my
like
manager,
about
folks.
That's what I like about old TT. She's a businesswoman. I call you TT, right?
Yeah, you can call me TT.
All right, perfect. I didn't ask. I didn't clear that before we started. You're supposed to sit her down,
That was a risk.
ask her what she's comfortable with.
Yeah.
Affirmative
Then
consent.
we go into it.
That's on the no-fly zone.
You can't
or not.
just
Essential.
try to
Essential.
pepper things in. That's not how the business works. Thank you so much for doing this.
You're very welcome.
You're the
Thank
best.
you. I hope that your fans are very happy anyway.
They're gonna love it.
You know, and maybe they'll go and jerk off a little bit after listening to it.
I don't want to know if they do,
But
but if that's what you hope they do, we hope that you do that.
They could call me and text me and phone me and let me know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they will. You're gonna make plenty of money. Don't worry.
I'm
love
expecting
you.
your. Oh no, who's calling me next week on Vivid? Which one of you is calling me?
Shit, I'll call in. I got nothing going on.
Sorted.
I've got nothing.
I would call
going
in,
on.
you would answer, and then I would just be like, and I wouldn't be able to say
all
anything.
shy.
You'd be one of the ones
wouldn't
that
be
I
able
put
to
the phone down. I'd be like, oh, no one wants to listen to that.
Yeah.
It's just like, because as soon as we pick up the phone, I'll be like, what's your name? And you'll say, my name's Randy. And I'll be like, yeah, he's bullshitting me here, saying his name's Randy. I'll be like, are you nice and
No
turned
one ever
on?
lied and said their name was Randy. I'll tell you that right now.
What bad liars.
Someone's calling up to have a wank. I'll be like, you're lying. And then I might remember then that it's you.
Don't worry, I'll ask
And
you a
then I'll
stupid
be-
question. You'll know it's me.
And then I'll
Yeah.
be like, is your cock nice and hard?
Wait, is that
Is
how the
you
show
answer the
works?
phone?
Yeah.
I didn't know that's how the show worked. I
I
thought it
thought
was
we were
like
having a conversation. I don't know you're going to ask me to like jerk off on air.
You have to jerk off.
I thought I would like call for
fair
like
enough.
advice, like
Well, it can, and you know, how do I come? That kind
yeah.
of advice, and I'll talk dirty to
Nobody's
you.
wondering about that.
And then
got
I'll
that.
give
I got
you
that
the,
down.
Got locked.
I'll give you the countdown.
Oh, geez.
Wow, that's
And-
great.
But then they could just lie.
I'm
They'd be like,
already getting nervous. This
Well,
is it.
it.
Or I'm already
they
too
can
coming.
lie,
Yeah.
but sometimes some people are louder than others when they come,
Right.
and you have to do that with the headphones.
When I
Right.
just, this is an inside kind of like bonus features for this. When I orgasm, it sounds like, ouch, 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 ouch.
Oh God, no!
Just so you know.
I'd be like, quick, cut him off.
That means you're doing it right.
Cut him off. I'd be like,
It's,
he's
it's
just stabbed
different.
himself with the scissors.
It's like you said, we're all different.
We're all different.
We're all
Oh
different.
my god, that hurt
But,
my ears. That hurt my ears.
yeah.
So the topic of the day will be on my social media next Tuesday morning.
Next
so go
Tuesday
and
morning?
check it out at Tanya Tate, Twitter, Instagram, Real Tanya Tate on Facebook. Check it out, and then you can give me a call.
All right, I'll call in. You think I'm
All
joking?
right.
I'll call
And
in on
if you guys
Tuesday.
want to call in, the phone number is
855-998-4843. 1 p.m. on every Tuesday, 1 p.m. West, 4 p.m. East.
West
You can-
Coast time.
West Coast, yes. And you can listen on vividradio.com or Sirius XM channel 415. But just call me.
Just
Better.
call her. It's better. It's quicker. Randy, you got anything you want to plug, baby?
Yeah, the Ready Set Blow podcast episodes every week. We got 2 coming out this week, and Chase and I will be back talking about our adventure in Joshua Tree in actually in Laguna next week. So
we had wild fun out there, man.
had a great
I went
time.
out for a day. It was a trip. Tony, anything you want to plug, baby?
Oh yeah, just follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Tony Reavis, and you can see what I'm up to there.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, and follow me on Instagram. Sorry, at Randy Valerio. That's the one.
This comes out
Next week.
next week. So I got a bunch of dates coming up. I'll be in San Diego. I'll be
Plano, Texas.
West Palm Beach, Plano, Texas. I'm all over the place. So yeah, just go to jeffdye.com, or all my social medias are just my name, Jeff Dye. Don't fall for any of these fake ones. I'm the verified one. You know what I'm saying? TT.
You got your blue check.
Yeah, a little blue check. That's what me and TTF. You guys, sorry.
Fuck you
That's
guys.
just what we
I
got.
know.
You know, hey, just saying I got a blue check. We love you guys. Thanks so much for listening and subscribing, and we love you guys.
Friendship.
Told you it'd be a fun episode. Told you it'd turn you on. Also make you giggly. Also make you maybe blush. Also make you maybe at work go, God, oh, what? Or, oh, no. You know, those kind of things. I'm sure if my mom's listening to this, which she isn't, she would go, oh, Jeff. So maybe you thought that. Maybe you thought that to yourself. And so if you didn't like this week's episode because we were talking a little more sexual, don't worry. Next week we got a real fun guest and you'll like that. And we did 60 weeks without talking about my wiener, so relax. It's been a fun time. If you want to watch this episode, go to patreon.com/JeffDye and subscribe. If you're just listening, thank you. We love you. Rate and review. If you're not subscribed yet, go over there. Give us a subscribe. It's free on iTunes and Spotify and all those other places. We really, really, really appreciate you guys. We love you. And we can't wait to do this all again for you next week with someone who's not a porn star.